Mark reconciliation statement.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, thank you. Further discussion? Being none, all in favor? Thank you. All right. We'll get to the mayor's report. It's kind of some positive things tonight and some things maybe that aren't so positive. One, positive, the crosswalk repair at Main Street that crosses the brick crosswalk that crosses Main Street adds to Pool Street. The repair will start this Sunday evening and should continue through most of next week, finished by Friday. All this, of course, is weather permitting. But that'll take care of our last brick crosswalk across Main Street. Work on the stream bank stabilization is completed. All we have to do now is let nature and time do its work to make it look more natural. I don't think we covered this at the last meeting, but that storm we had, I know we had a storm, it was like 3 weeks ago. Monday morning, it was down there. It looked like a horizontal Niagara Falls debris coming down the shoals. It was just an unimaginable amount of water. In a way, it was a blessing because it showed us a couple areas as far as the stabilization goes that needed additional work. Mark was on top of it. He was down there before I was. I thought I was pretty early. But that work's been taken care of. There's a little additional cost, but it's well worth it because if you're going to do it, we need to do it right. I believe it's done right now. Everything's turned green, so it's slowly but surely becoming natural. The pedestrian abutments will be going in within the next week or two, or the bridge abutments.
The abutments will within the next few weeks, but the bridge itself will not be until the end of May. That's correct.
That's the pedestrian bridge, the new pedestrian bridge that's across the bridge, which will give a nice view to the shoulders because, you know, hopefully it'll keep people out of the creek from moving our rocks around. I haven't mentioned recycling in a while. I think probably about 3 months. We have got our monthly cost of recycling down now to $8 per month for each person that's signed up. I encourage you to recycle, to sign up to curbside if you live in the city to recycle. It's like a savings stream. You don't have to sell it, which is great. You just throw it in blue bin, take it out every Tuesday morning when they pick it up, and you'll be absolutely amazed actually how much less trash you have to worry about. It keeps the landfills living longer, lasting longer. It's just the right thing to do. And it helps us with some of the endeavors that we're committed to as far as landfills and all cities have to abide by. The Heart and Soul Tour is tomorrow. A few people said, "Are you ready?" I hope so. It's going to be here tomorrow about 8:15 to 8:20 in the morning. And believe me, please, you're all welcome to come to Eagle Tavern and be part of the welcoming crowd. They're going to spend approximately an hour and 20 minutes in Watkinsville. We think we have a pretty informative tour for them. We're going to have to move along pretty quick because we have a lot of things to show them. But I believe it's going to work out just fine. Dr. Jackson asked the Malcolm Ridge Middle School band. They're going to be out at Eagle Tavern in the morning, playing the tour participants disembark from the bus. So it'll be a pretty festive early morning affair. And I hope they're up to a fast trot, because that's what it's going to amount to. But it's going to be, I think, a good tour. Most of you have probably seen this information, but our new official population per the Census Department is 2,832 people within the city. That's a gain of 735 people over 10 years. So we are growing. It is a lot. It is a lot. And a little food for thought. Going back to the Heart and Soul Tour, I've kind of looked at a lot of statistics and some of the things that we're going to be talking about on the tour is the cooperation of both private and governmental entities as far as bringing people to Watkinsville. Well, the Fall Festival, the change, the Christmas parade, the City of Mayor D, First Fridays, OCAD, Chappelle's. We started comparing numbers and getting these numbers. These organizations, the WTTA, the city, Ashford Manor, OCAD, the County Tourism Office, the Board of Education, Chappelle's Gallery, bring about 63,500 people to Watkinsville every year. And you know, for a small town, 2,000 now, 832, that's a lot of people. And that's just the ones that, that's not talking about the ones that just stop on their own. Yesterday was the neatest group that stopped at Ashford Manor. It was all the automobile enthusiasts, and none of their cars were newer than 1914. It was what they call brass gear and beautiful cars. But again, they picked Watkinsville to stop and spend a good day there. So, and our police department was right on top of it because one of them had the original homemade leather license tag. And he picked up on that right quick, but no tips. But, so that's a lot of people. Now we'll get a little less positive, just talking about, you know, because we're going to open up in a few minutes a public hearing on our budget. We're looking this year at between a 5 to 10% reduction in revenue, which means we're going to have to be very, very careful with our expenses and our budget out this year. There's no plans to raise taxes, there's no plans to cut services. I think we can do, gosh, it sounds like somebody on Fox, I don't mean that. But I think we can do this, you know, just by watching what we do and what we spend. I do kind of want to mention, well, give Henry, where are you? give you, this was your idea. Henry, back when he first came on council, said, you know, we always bought our gas for all our vehicles at the Shell stations. And we paid retail prices minus taxes. Henry said, well, you know, maybe if we talk to the county, we could work something out with them. So we negotiated and we talked and we worked out a wonderful deal because they buy gas at bulk. It's going to turn out to save us a considerable amount of money. And it still has in a way, except the skyrocketing gas prices, it's not really actually saving. We're saving compared to what we would be spending, but we're just not seeing much because of the cost of gas. But it was a great idea that it's worked out, and we appreciate the county's, you know, help in that. To kind of help us save gas, time, and labor, the city for years has had a policy on leaf and limb and grass clippings, where, you know, we would pick up the grass clippings from people who mow their own lawn. We would pick up the tree trimmings or limbs from people who cut or trim their own trees, or the leaves that they break their own leaves. But our own city policy is stated from a long, long time that if any of this is done by a professional service, that it's not the city's responsibility to put leaves and the grass clippings up. And, you know, we're a small town. We try to do the best we can to please everyone and to help everyone. But it's kind of gotten to a point where we're violating our own policy more than we need to. You know, occasionally, it would happen occasionally. It seems to be more and more lawn services are putting clippings out, more and more professional tree people. And I'm sure it's costing the city additional funds. And what I'm doing tonight, I mean, we're just asking people to abide by the city policy. And if the street department during the pickup realizes or finds out that a particular pile of debris has come from a professional service, then we can notify the homeowner and, you know, help them with it. It's a gas time and labor is getting too expensive to do everything that maybe we weren't supposed to do to begin with, but we have in certain instances. So that's where we are. Now let's go back to positive, which is more fun. I mentioned a couple months ago, Dustin Schroeder, the Eagle Scout, they did the work up off the trails in the park as far as an erosion problem. He spent the last 2 weekends up there working. I walked up there this week to see, you know, how it was looking because he's finished now. And my goodness, what a job he and his assistants have done up there. We brought in quite a few